So, you're in the gym, day after day, grinding out endless sets of 15, 20, even 25 reps. You're chasing that burn, that deep, searing sensation in your muscles because you're convinced that every single lightweight rep is meticulously carving out detail and torching fat right off the bone. This is what you've been told is the secret to getting toned, right? The key to that sharp, defined look we're all after. But what if I told you that all that effort, all that sweat, and all that agonizing burn is the very thing sabotaging your progress? What if the path to getting shredded is the exact opposite of what you're doing? The idea that high reps are for cutting is one of the most stubborn, most damaging myths in the entire fitness world. And today, we're dragging it out into the light, tearing it apart, and replacing it with the scientific truth that will completely change the way you train. The anatomy of a myth. Why we believed this crap. So where did this whole lightweight and high reps idea even come from? Honestly, it kind of makes sense on the surface. You do a high rep set, your muscles feel like they're on fire, and you get a massive pump. It feels productive as hell. It's so easy to connect that localized burn to the idea that you're literally burning the fat off that exact muscle. This is classic bro science, whispered in locker rooms and splashed across magazine covers for decades. The logic is based entirely on feel. I feel the burn, so I must be burning fat. Here's the problem. Your body doesn't give a damn about your feelings. That burning sensation isn't fat cells screaming for mercy. It's just metabolic waste, like lactic acid building up in the muscle. And while that feeling can play a role in muscle growth, it has almost nothing to do with actual fat loss. People spend years chasing this burn, getting frustrated when the fat sticks around, and they just end up looking like a smaller, softer version of themselves. They hit a wall all because the foundation of their strategy was flawed from the start. The real driver of fat loss, it's your fork, not your dumbbells. Let's get one thing straight right now. The undisputed, undefeated champion of fat loss is a caloric deficit. You have to consume fewer calories than you burn. That's not a theory, it's a law of physics. It doesn't matter if you do 5 reps or 500 reps. If you're not in a caloric deficit, you are not going to lose significant body fat, period. People get suckered into thinking high rep sets are some magical fat-burning furnace, but the science is clear. The difference in calorie burn between a heavy, low-rep set and a light, high-rep set is tiny. It's almost meaningless in the grand scheme of your day. You might burn a few extra calories, I'm sure, but it's like trying to empty a swimming pool with a teaspoon. You can't out-train a bad diet with a high-rep scheme. Fat loss happens everywhere, not just where you want it to. Your body doesn't surgically remove fat from your abs just because you're doing crunches. It pulls fat from all over based on your genetics. The only thing that triggers this process is an energy shortage, and the most efficient way to create that shortage is in the kitchen. Your training has a different, much more important job to do when you're cutting. The goal you're ignoring, the desperate fight to keep your muscle. So if training isn't the main tool for burning fat, what's it for? This is the secret that separates the skinny fat from the shredded. When you're in a caloric deficit, your #1 mission in the gym is muscle preservation. Think of your body as a company going through a recession. Your fat stores are your savings, easy to spend in an emergency. But your muscle, that's your top-performing, most expensive department. Muscle is active tissue. It costs calories just to exist. When your body senses a famine, a caloric deficit, it immediately looks for ways to cut costs. And that expensive muscle tissue is first on the chopping block. If you don't give your body a damn good reason to keep that muscle, it will start cannibalizing it for energy. This is a disaster for your physique. You'll lose weight, yeah, but you'll lose fat and muscle, leaving you looking undefined and soft. The powerful athletic look you want comes from having muscle with low body fat. If you lose the muscle, there's nothing left to show off. Your secret weapon. Why lifting heavy is your muscle's bodyguard. So how do you tell your body, hands off the muscle? You send it a threat it can't ignore. You lift heavy. Heavy resistance training, using weights that really challenge you in the 5 to 10 rep range, is the most powerful signal for muscle retention. When you force your muscles to fight against a heavy load, you send a primal survival signal to your brain that screams, "We need this muscle to survive these threats. Do not get rid of it." Your body has no choice but to adapt by holding on to its strength and therefore to its muscle. Research has shown time and again that adding heavy weight training during a diet is dramatically better at preserving lean muscle than diet alone. Now, what signal does lightweight, high-rep training send? It's a request for endurance. Your body sees it and thinks, okay, I guess we need to be more efficient for longer, which doesn't require big, strong muscle fibers. It doesn't get that same desperate command to preserve strength. Without that heavy stimulus, your body is far more likely to break down that precious muscle for fuel. Busting the toning myth forever. But wait, what about getting toned? Don't high reps help with definition? Let's kill this myth once and for all. Toning is a marketing term, not a real thing your body does. There are only two things that create a toned look: how big the muscle is and how little body fat is covering it. That's it. You can't carve or shape a muscle with special exercises or rep ranges. You can either make a muscle bigger, hypertrophy, or you can lose the fat that's hiding it. High reps don't magically etch in new lines of detail. Low body fat reveals detail. Lifting heavy makes sure you have an impressive muscle to reveal in the first place. Lifting heavy builds the mountain. Your diet clears away the clouds so everyone can see the peak. The right way to use high reps. Don't throw them out. All right, before you go and throw all your lighter dumbbells out the window, let's be clear. High reps aren't useless. They're a tool, and like any tool, they have a specific job. Science shows that you can build muscle in almost any rep range, from 5 reps to 30 reps, as long as you take the set close to muscular failure. High reps in that 15 to 20 plus range are amazing for creating metabolic stress, which is a great way to trigger muscle growth. They give you a nasty pump, boost muscular endurance, and can be easier on your joints. When you're into deficit, your recovery is down and your energy is low, so using some lighter, higher rep sets can be a smart way to add training volume without beating up your body and nervous system. They're a fantastic supplement to your workouts, but they should never be the foundation when your goal is to get lean. Your new action plan for a lean, hard physique. Enough theory. Let's build your new game plan. This is your blueprint. Rule 1, the caloric deficit is king. This is not a negotiation. Your diet is what drives fat loss. Track what you eat and make sure you're in a moderate deficit. Rule 2, compound movements are your sacred right. Your workouts should be built around heavy squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and rows. Train them in the 5 to 10 rep range and fight like hell to keep your strength up during your cut. This is your insurance policy against muscle loss. Rule 3, use all the tools in the box. After your heavy work is done, feel free to use moderate 10 to 15 and high 20 plus reps for your accessory work. This helps you get more volume, chase a pump, and stimulate growth from all angles. Rule 4, feed the machine with protein. To protect your muscle, you need to give it the building blocks. A high protein intake is non-negotiable. Aim for about 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Rule 5, listen to your body. A diet is stressful. You will not recover as fast. If you feel wrecked, it's smart to dial back the volume or weight. The goal is to be consistent and not get injured, not to hit a new PR every single week. So here's the bottom line. Stop chasing the burn. Stop punishing yourself with 1,000,000 reps hoping to melt fat away. That's not the game you're in. Let your diet handle the fat loss. Your job, your sacred mission in the gym, is to lift with intensity, to prioritize heavy weights, and to give your body no choice but to keep every last ounce of your hard-earned muscle. You now have the science-backed plan to train smarter, not just harder. It's time to build a body that's not just smaller, but stronger, more defined, and built to last. If this video exposed a myth you believed for years, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more science-based fitness truths. And let me know in the comments what fitness myth you want me to expose next. Now, go lift something heavy.